refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running. Toes they gonna take them.
You want me to get out of hell?
Every fan doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Because they know it's on. Refuse to lose.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Excited about today's episode. Today, we got to continue to talk about the AFC West. Me and my boy Tomo, we talked about the Chiefs and the Chargers. My man Dave, it was his birthday. He sat back and chilled and relaxed. He was in the comment section. Happy birthday to you, Dave. But he's back because we got to talk about them Las Vegas Raiders, y'all. We're going to give y'all an off-season grade. We're going to talk about Devontae Adams because, they got Gardner Minshew, but, journey back up, but we're going to talk about Devontae Adams. And we got to give our prediction for the schedule, wins and losses, and lastly, our bold predictions. Curious to see what these two dudes got to say. But, like I said, I got two of my bros with me. I got David Dollars, fresh off the doghouse. Make sure you got to check that out. Shout out to Teddy, beat Mr. BWT, joining him in that episode. And we got Mr. Your Dumb Son himself in the red corner host. Tomo, how y'all doing, fellas?
Man, we doing good. But Joe, you know why we really talking about Devontae Adams and not the quarterback, right? We all from DC. We heard what he said. You a Commanders fan. This is why we really gotta address him. That's really
exactly. Hey, Devontae Adams, watch him out. We talk about my city like that.
Yeah.
But
you can talk about the Commanders, but not the city.
Hey, exactly. Hey, you say whatever you want about the Commanders. I'll talk about the city. I'll talk about the city.
He was talking about Landover.
Hey, at the end of the day, he said DMV.
Exactly.
I don't really claim to say the DMV because that's where you go get your IDs from. But look, the kids claim it, and I'm rocking with the kids because they going crazy outside. So I gotta go with the crazies when somebody talking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. I'm excited. Like I said, just coming off the Doghouse, the return of the Doghouse. Definitely tune in. I had a lot of fun. It was almost a 2-hour episode, so I had a lot to go over, but I had a lot of notes. I had to make sure I was fully prepared for the revamped version. Thanks to Joe, I'm going to have a new intro next week, so I can't wait to see that. It's going to be great. Joe, I do have to tell you the video, so I know you're waiting on me, so I know. But, man, it's Thursday, man. It's pre-Friday. 2 days after my birthday. It's still my birthday week, so it don't matter what day it is. We gonna turn up.
Turn me up.
Shout out to Lambo Anlo on the intro, and Jody, do your thing.
Yes, sir. Lambo Anlo, you the man. But look, y'all, we are streaming this on 2 platforms, Facebook and YouTube, so make sure y'all like the video on both of the platforms. Subscribe and follow on all of our platforms. We on every social media platform. Make sure y'all do that. And share this video with a fan of sports, especially a Las Vegas Raiders fan, because you could be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting down throughout the show. Sit back and relax. Kick your feet up. Grab something to drink, because it's going to be a good show, y'all. And last but not least, I'm going to pass to my boy Tomo.
Give me the ball, and I'm going to dunk it. Now, Joe, if nobody was really familiar with your background, excuse me, they may have looked real fast and like, man, is that the Bellagio? Is that the Caesars Hotel back there? Like, where's the waterfall show? That's all that's on the strip. But this team found a way to make it to the strip, but they just a little bit off the strip. So if you got one of them hotels where you're on the top floor, you know, looking down from the penthouse, maybe you at the Palms or one of the MGMs or something like that, and you're like, oh, what's that black stuff over there in the desert? That look like a spaceship. That's where the Raiders play. They moved out there, you know. I remember it was DC. It was a DC takeover in Vegas, and I went down there and played the Commanders went down there and played the Raiders, and y'all beat them. You know, that was that with Sam Howell?
No, that was with Taylor.
I know. I just wanted to make sure, you know, the moments where y'all have y'all best wins is with Taylor Heineke. But anyway, look.
Out to Eagles.
And they Heineke his way up out of there. That's what they
They sure did. They sure did. Man, that's crazy. Heineke down the Keek. Either way, look, we talking about the Oakland Raiders. We got to see if it's one of those moments where they can find their quarterback. Do they know their quarterback? They did fire their coach mid-season, and then they found their swagger back. You know, I don't know if anybody watched receiver. They got their swagger back. Shout out to Antonio Pierce, puffing cigars. So, is it Raider redemption? You also got to talk about their all-season grade. So, what grade are we giving them? Do we want to start with you, Joe, or do we want to start with the birthday boy?
We got to start with me. This is another heated rival team of mine. You know, the 49ers and Raiders have hated each other for a very long time.
That's why y'all gave him Jimmy Garoppolo?
There you go. There you go. There you go. Hey, you have our problems. We could care less. I do have to give a special shout out to my brother Arthur, who did pass away about 10 months ago. He was a huge Raiders fan. So that definitely got to give a shout out to him. So I hope you are continuing to rest, my brother. Love you. And I hope I represent the Raiders as well as I can right now. You won't be happy with everything else I got to say after this part, but just gotta get that out there, my brother. So I looked to see exactly what the offseason grades were. I didn't see anything higher than a C-. I'm actually going to give them a little bit better than that. I feel like they should have gotten at least a C or a C+ for their offseason grade. Yes, I understand that they still don't necessarily know what their quarterback situation is, but they did go sign Gardner Minshew, who is a serviceable quarterback in this league. We know what he was able to do when he was with the Eagles for a little while. He ran the offense pretty well. When he was with the Colts, he helped run the offense a little bit better after Anthony Richardson went down. So we know he's good enough to help out. He also helped out when he was with Jacksonville, so we know what happens with that. Max Crosby had one of his best seasons last year. It was a career year for him. He had 14 and a half sacks last year, which is, like I said, it was his career year last year. They also did a nice move by signing Christian Wilkins, giving him a 4-year, $110 million deal, $84 3/4 million guaranteed. He had his career year last year with 9 sacks and 23 quarterback hits. So I think those were two. That was a really good move to sign Christian Wilkins. They also went and got Alexander Madison, who was the running back who was the previous running back for the Vikings. They went and signed Cody Whitehair from Chicago that kind of sort of helped out with the offensive line. They got a new offensive coordinator, Luke Getsy, so he kind of knows how to help out with the offensive line. And they got a backup tight end to help out with Michael Mayer and the draft pick that they got this year, Brock Bowers. We know Brock Bowers was fantastic in college with Georgia. So that kind of bodes well for them. But you also they got enough weapons to kind of help out with having Devontae Adams. It's just that we don't know what the quarterback situation is going to be. We also don't know how good the defense is going to be, even though they still have Max Crosby. So we know what that can entail for them, along with Christian Wilkins. We just got to see how everything pans out. I think Antonio Pierce is a great coach for this organization because of what he was able to do last year. He understands what Raider Nation needs. He's a Super Bowl champion. We know what he can do. It's just we got to see it unfold. So right now, I'm going to give him a C+. That's what I give the Raiders. I saw a C-. I even saw a D. So I figured that was a little bit too low. So I give him a C+. You know, just that's as high as I can go for them.
Joe?
Shout out to your boy Arthur. Because I like what they did this whole off season. I'm gonna give them an A-. A-. Yes. I love what the Raiders did this off season. First thing they did, number one, signed Antonio Pierce as a head coach. That was a big deal. When Antonio Pierce took over last year, they became the #1 defense in the NFL from the time he took over to the end of the season. #1 defense, and they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And they put up 60-plus points on the Chargers. So they were a totally different team once he took over. Devontae Adams was happy. Max Crosby was happy. I mean, he got to get a smoke a cigar every win. I mean, who won't be happy after that, right? So I'm going to give him big props for doing that. Dave, you mentioned some of the moves. Christian Wilkins was a big-time move.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree with that.
With the defense they already had, and you add Christian Wilkins, who was really good with the Dolphins, when they made that move, I was one of the best D tackles in the NFL. I thought that was a huge move, playing with Max Crosby. That's going to be big. Gardner Minshew. Now, don't get me wrong. Gardner Minshew still driving the truck, living his truck, right? Mobile home. I get it. He don't have a house, right? Still got a mustache, looking like he live in the woods somewhere. I get you. I mean, I understand. Shout out to Teddy. We got beat by a homeless man. That's what Teddy said last year. But Gardner Minshew, if y'all don't remember last year, he almost got close to the playoffs. They missed the playoffs last year because the running back dropped a wide open pass on 4th down in the slot. Wide open pass. People forget about that. And Michael Pittman had his best year last year with Gardner Minshew. One thing I know about Gardner Minshew, he gonna let that thing go. He gonna throw that rock. He gonna let that thing loose. And what they do, they got Devontae Adams. And like you said, right, they went and got what's the name? Harrison Bryant, who's a starting caliber tight end in the league. And they drafted Brock Bowers. Brock, we all know how good he is.
You like
so
that?
that was a big pickup. I like the fact that they re-signed John Jenkins, Cody. You mentioned Cody Whitehair, right? Andre James. So so far as the offensive line, Cody and Andre James, they re-signed them. And if you look at a draft in the 2nd round, 3rd round, they drafted a tackle, right, and a center. They addressed the O-line in the draft. They got a tight end. They got a cornerback in the 4th round. So I like what they did. I feel like they got everything. They couldn't draft the quarterback they wanted. They wanted to trade up against Jada Daniels. They couldn't do that. So they went and got the best probably backup in the NFL, Gardner Minshew. He's probably the best backup, outside of like probably Justin Fields. So, you know what I mean, right? A guy with a backup role. Like Gardner Minshew is known as being backup. He's probably the best backup in the NFL. So I like what they did. I'm gonna give them an A-.
And also, they have an offensive lineman that I like too, Colton Miller. So I'll talk about him later though.
Roll prediction.
Okay, you said A-?
A-, yes, sir.
Is that the A is for Antonio?
Oh, Pierce. There you go.
I see what you're doing there. I'm locked steady with my dummy bro on this one. I'm going C+. And the only reason I'm going C+, I don't see how the other, I don't know what sources you were on that gave him a D or like D-. Like, I don't see how you can do that when you clearly seen that what Joe said alone, bringing that coach in and actually signing the coach that almost got you to the playoffs. Like, they learned their lesson from the last time they did this. So that right there shouldn't be a D. Like, that's just insane. You see the chemistry in the locker room. Obviously, these guys didn't watch Netflix because Devontae Adams right there clearly said, like, I don't even want to be here anymore. And Antonio Pierce changed that for everybody in the locker room. Like, they started actually wanting to win games. Like, it felt like they were just trying to lose games, but now once he got there, they started to win games. I don't know at what point Carl tuned in, but I know he's gonna say something about his boy Aiden O'Connell. So with Gardner out there, and we did this segment, Joe. It was funny. He's like, which backup do we think has the actual potential to be a starter at some point in the season? Gardner is listed right now as the starter. Like, I thought he was gonna be the backup. So that's funny that we talked about that. Of course, you having Devontae. Some people say they probably thought losing Josh Jacobs is one of the reasons why they want to lower their grade. When you think about it, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Running backs are kind of like low-hanging fruit in the NFL at this point. That's how they treat them. They're like, well, if you can just find one and get a good offensive line, then they could probably run for maybe 15. I'm joking. Maybe like 1,000 to 1,200 yards, something like that, or close to like 980 and get you some receiving yards. Or your running back could be your quarterback. Inside joke for the NFL chats. So for me, I like the fact that they went and stole a center that we were talking about as far as Dallas Cowboy fans. Jackson Powell Johnson from Oregon. They went and took him. Brock Bowers, of course, is a great plan B when you can't go get your quarterback because you still got Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew, whichever one is going to get him the ball. You still got Devontae Adams that's going to demand that double team on the outside. Jacoby Myers is there. So, I mean, it's funny that Jacoby Myers is officially catching touchdowns for the Oakland Raiders, because wasn't he the one that threw the ball in that Patriots game for them to lose it?
Yeah.
So it's funny that he's like, you know what? I like them so much. I gave him a touchdown. Now I'm gonna go actually score touchdowns for him. So I'm going C+. If they came back and did some extra work, or maybe like talk to me after class or something, I probably would give them like a B-. Like, I'm not mad at it, but I ain't going to like A-. I ain't going that far, Joe.
I'll be honest. If they were able to draft Michael Penix, then I would have given a higher grade. That's just me. Nice. I just, for me, I'm not saying I don't like Gardner Minshew. I like Gardner Minshew. I think he's a really good backup in this league, and I think he's a serviceable quarterback. I think Aiden O'Connell can be pretty good depending on how they develop him. But I just feel like if they drafted Michael Penix, they would have had their quarterback for the future, and it would have serviced them a lot better, because then you got a quarterback that will be good enough to help out. He's mature enough as well, because he's 24 years old coming into the league. You got somebody to develop with the younger guy, as in Brock Bowers. You got somebody to give him a blanket. Then you got the two tight end sets, which is just going to help him out a lot, because you have Michael Mayer, who they drafted last year before, and then they got this guy now. So that's just me. I feel like if they would have gotten Michael Penix, it would have been a higher grade for me.
If they would have got Michael, they would never got Brock Bowers, because Brock Bowers was a first round pick. He would have been gone off the board.
They were trying to trade. They were trying to keep their pick and get another pick. That's what I'm saying. They were going to try to keep their pick so they could get Brock Bowers and Michael Penix.
And Tomo, Jacoby Myers, he was cooking before he got hurt last year with the Raiders. He was balling out. He was getting more targets, if I'm not mistaken, than Devontae Adams before he got hurt. So I like what the Raiders did. He almost
had 1,000 yards last year too.
Based on the opportunity that was presented to him, I think they played their cards very well. You know, they couldn't get a quarterback. Like Michael Penix got taken before. They could have got him. Jaden Daniels, Drake, like, all the quarterbacks they wanted was gone. So they got the best player available, which is Brock Bowers, literally. You know, number one tight end in the draft. So
for it.
What?
No, because I was gonna say all of us up here play spades, but I know, Joe, you say you real good at spades. So basically,
good too.
But I'm just saying, I know Dave is Dave humble brag.
I thought he was going to say that you're not good. That's why I did that. But he switched it at the end.
No, Dave be humble bragging.
You. We was on the same team before. We good.
You see what happened? You see just what happened now. As soon as I said about spades, he got real defensive. You see, so that's why I said you, Joe. Look, Dave was just like, "What are you about to say?" Yeah. So think about it like this: Oakland was able to steal a few books with that Christian move, because basically, like you said, with the cards they were dealt, they made some okay moves, and they said, you know what? I seen him cut earlier. I'm gonna get him right here, and boom, they go add another piece to that defensive line with Max Crosby and them. So I ain't mad at it.
Good point, Tomo. They had an ace of diamond. They held it. Dude threw out the oh crap, the ace ain't throwing that. I'm throwing my king out there. What are you talking about? I was holding the ace the whole time. You weren't paying attention. That's what they did. Gotcha. And then they got the queen in there.
Gotta read the board.
They got the queen in there. They got the job. They was just running the diamonds. Just running. That's how you do it. My bad, y'all. I was giving y'all a little spade lesson right there.
Gotcha. Well, speaking of another spade lesson, somebody should have taught Devontae Adams a spade lesson about when you're talking about different cities, you know? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just that Green Bay air that he was breathing for so long that he forgot, or maybe it was the fact that this team always put pause on them when they came down here. I don't understand. They can't beat nobody in the NFC East, but they could beat the Packers. Where y'all be at when we need them in the playoffs? That's all I'm saying. But he's so good at like dishing out jabs or talking about top 10 or top 5 receivers. So how did he end up in this catch-22? We got to talk about expectations for Devontae Adams this season. You know, Joe, you the Commanders fan. I'm going to let you start with this one.
Devontae Adams, I need you to apologize, because I want you to apologize and say, you know what? I never really hung out in D.C. Landover is not D.C. You know, you probably went to the seafood spot right across the street from the stadium over there by IHOP. You probably went over there or something like that. I don't know where you did.
Next to the Exxon?
Yeah, the Exxon. That's what he did. All right, you
Not
were the
Atlanta.
everlasting the vegan spot. I like the food, but you thought that's all we had. Come on, man. So we probably went to 7-Eleven down the street on Hill Road. I mean, I get it. You probably got Rawies out there. I don't know.
Nah, he went on Central Avenue. That's the one you talking about. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. You right. He probably ran into some people over there by possible. Let's. It's too much. We give them too much. Go ahead.
Facts, right? We relax. I read through Alabama Avenue early in one of these episodes.
Look, yeah.
Don't throw Alabama Avenue ever again.
All right. Whew, calm down. All right, remember some memories. All right, so Devontae Adams. Once again, I said Michael Pittman Jr., he had his best year with Gardner Minshew. All right, he had 1,100 yards and only 4 touchdowns, but it was his best career yards for in his career. Devontae Allen, he took a year off on his standards. You know, he led the league in touchdowns the year before, and last year he had 8 touchdowns, I believe. I'm trying to get the numbers up. 8 touchdowns and 1,100 yards. This year, I don't think he's gonna be spectacular, but he will be better than last year. 11 touchdowns, 1,300 yards.
Hold up.
All right, shout out to Cardo with the 199.
Oh, we're talking about the Raiders.
I know.
Come on, man.
Hey, I'm gonna remember this one, Big O, and I'm gonna answer the question later. But shout out to Cardo for the 199 super chat. We here, blue, white, hearts with the cowboy emoji. Hey, Tomo, you thinking a running back or a DE? I'll let you all know in my final words. Shout out to you, Big O, for the 199 super chat. I'm running back. Go ahead.
I'm hearing rumors that Zeke gonna be averaging 2 yards a carry. All right, that's from a
Zeke might not make the team, but go ahead.
That's from a Cowboy reporter. I was like 2 yards a carry.
You should have called me on 3-way with that reporter because I'd have told you he might not even make the team. But go ahead, Joe. We talking about Devontae Adams. Man.
Okay, that's it. 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. Oh, we got Raider Nation in the comments. Okay,
is that FJA?
No, it's Raider.
All right. My bad. I'm
Raider
sorry.
Nation.
That definitely is. All right. So for me, I meant to hold up, Dave. Do you have
Exactly? We should let Dave go first.
You got the expectation stats like you do for the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I knew I should have let you go first. Yeah, my bad.
So from what I saw, he's projected to have 85 catches, 1,100 yards, and 8 touchdowns.
Real quick, Dave, I didn't do my catches. Now, one thing about Devontae Adams, he gonna get his targets. Last year, this man got what? 100. What he get?
103.
No.
Oh no, targets 175.
175.
I'm looking at the receptions.
So the year before, he had 180 and 1,500 yards. He had 175 last year. 5 yards less, 5 catches less. Targets less, and got 1,100. Just tell you, Derek Carr, man. I was telling Javon in the episode, Derek Carr is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. I was telling Javon that. But shout out to my bro Vaughn. Make sure you tune in to RBO tonight at 9:30.
Wait. He said Derek Carr. Hold on. He said Jimmy Garoppolo better than Derek Carr.
It was an whole episode. No, he's talking about for this offense, like for the Mike Josh McDaniel, like for them. We had a whole debate about that. But he had a good point though. If you go back and watch it, he had a good point.
He did. You know what? You're right. He did play for Josh McDaniels, so it makes more sense. You're right.
Yeah. He had a great point.
The results said otherwise.
Hey, I don't want to make it seem like he was blasphemous, but Derek Carr, he went to college together. Come on now, what do you expect?
We got some more Raiders fans in here.
Oh yeah,
Nino Pena. Okay,
let's get it.
Hey, Raider Nation, we don't have a Raiders fan in our IG chat. If you want to join the IG chat, put member right now in the comment section and your IG name. We'll send you the link so you become a member so you can get in the NFL chat.
Hey, real quick, speaking of NFL, breaking news. Mike Greenberg is being considered the favorite to host ESPN Sunday NFL Countdown. I like that.
Every time we have an announcement in the chat or on air, I'm thinking y'all about to say CeeDee Lamb signed the contract, man. I'm sorry.
Now,
I'm thinking too. I'm thinking, okay, BA finally signed. About time.
Now, if that happens, then I would be like, like last time. But I'm gonna make sure I read the whole message though. This time, like last time, I already have the message. Loud and wrong. But anyways, okay, so I'm gonna say he's gonna get probably around the same amount of targets. I'm gonna say like 170 targets. Last year he had 103 receptions. He had 100 the year before. Golly. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be around the same ballpark. I'm gonna say 170 targets, 100 receptions, 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns.
Back on you.
Hey, Joe. Our numbers are close.
Get it.
Our numbers are close.
I
got him getting. I pretty much got him getting the same amount of catches he got last year, which is 103. Almost 1,300 yards, about 1,250 yards, and 11 touchdowns. That's what I got him getting this year.
How many yards? My bad.
1,250. So
Dang,
close to
we
1,300.
legit like close.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a fantastic year because he got Gardner Minshew as his quarterback.
Homeless man with a mustache. Let's get it.
Well, touchdowns. I see he had 18 in 2020, and there wasn't no crowds out there. You know, that was Aaron Rodgers. But he was also happy. You know, I think that was the year right before he got unhappy about his contract. So when you catch a Devontae Adams with a quarterback that he happy with and the situation is happy, I can see him getting another 18 touchdowns. Mm-hmm. When we go on yardage, I'm with y'all. I'm going to say 13 to 14. You know, this whole top 5 wide receiver list, you know how people always like to leave Mike Evans off or the top 10s and stuff like that. I think Devontae been making so many lists that now people are going to remember that he should be at the top of the list after this season. Because you said 175, almost close to like 180 targets the last 2 years. I think that number still stays in that range. So like between 170 to 180 receptions. I mean, once the ball, I remember a Dez Bryant quote that I used to tell people when I played flag football. They'd be like, what you talking about? I'm like, once that ball touched these hands, it's not coming out. Pause for the widow. But yeah, that was a quote. And people used to be like, oh my goodness, here you go. But people never dropped the ball. Or another quote I used to tell, because I played in a co-ed league. So I used to tell the ladies, I'm like, look, when the ball go up, treat it like it's your man phone and it's unlocked. They never dropped it. So I'm just saying, you just got to think of moments like that. So I think he's going to get right back to it. So I'm thinking about 17 to 18 touchdowns, about 1,300 yards, and probably like 100. I'm still going to say probably like 105 receptions. Target still between 170 to 180. He's going to get back.
I ain't mad at that, Tomo. But great analogy, though, especially the woman one.
You should have seen the people face on the sideline when I said that. They're like, bro, what's up with him? And I'm like, did he drop the ball? They're like, nah. I'm like, oh.
Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that.
It worked, man. Sometimes you got to relate to the people. You know? And let's go on over here and talk about the funnest part of these moments when we do these panels. The schedule.
That's
good.
good.
The Raiders fans that's out there, if you're still there in the comments, you can tell us what games you think they're going to win. But when you do it, you can put Dub. Hey, that's the Bronco fan right there, man. That's my boy. Yeah, he was right there when I used to say this nonsense. What's up, Tyler? But if you in the chat, put the W and then put the team next to it, who you got winning and losing. Yeah, I remember Dave was putting dubs and we was like, the 49ers going to lose? Like, what was going on here? He was like, nah.
Yeah, no, sir.
Man, Raider roulette. Let's get it.
Let's go.
I'm ready. Fun. This is gonna be fun. Here we go. So first game out the gate. If you didn't watch any panel before you watch this one, just know we've already said some of these. We've already done this team. They play the Chargers. Raiders win.
I got an L.
L. I got a W. Raiders win. Season opener in LA. Let's go.
Next game.
L, Dave.
Dave said loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He was. Yep, I remember.
Exactly.
Yep. I don't know why you got Michigan pride all of a sudden. I'm joking. Don't hurt me. Next up, they play the Ravens in Baltimore.
Woo!
L.
I got them losing that one.
I got an L too. That's gonna be a tough game though. I think that's gonna be closer than what you think it is. But I got an L though.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be. It can go either way.
Look at Vaughn.
Next game, they play the Carolina Panthers. Oh, go ahead.
Make sure y'all put the team next to the W and the L if y'all could.
Okay, so what we say? Next up, they got the Panthers at home.
W.
Win.
Come on now. We really asking that question?
I mean, we could have skipped it. I know it was an easy one, but yeah.
And then it's a home opener too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bryce Young. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's a loss for you, my boy.
Max Crosby got to go to work that day.
Max, they got
Him
Chris
and
about to,
Christian Wilkins.
Oh, yeah, the whole team.
Both of
Yeah.
them about to
gotta
go
think.
crazy.
Bryce Young be like this behind the offensive line, so all you gonna do is look up and see Chris. It's gonna get crazy. But next up, they got the Browns at home. This was a tough one. I don't know which Brown team gonna show up.
Dub.
Whoa,
I got the Raiders. Deshaun Watson.
I got the Browns.
That's it.
we here, Dave. I got the Browns winning that one.
You got the Browns? Give me the Raiders. Deshaun Watson, you going down.
Shit, it ain't Deshaun Watson I'm worried about. It's that defense.
Oh, that's cool. I'm worried about the Raiders defense too.
All right, hold on.
It ain't the Browns defense. I'm just saying.
Oh, we gonna see.
Catching up with the comments right quick.
What?
Y'all got that. No, y'all go ahead. I got the next team. They playing
What
at
is-
Broncos.
Why are you laughing, Dave? Why you laughing?
Dub.
I got a W too.
I
On the
think they
Broncos.
lose.
3-game win streak for me.
I think they lose.
Okay.
All right, next up.
I think
This
we're gonna
is-
have three different. I think we're gonna have three different records for this one.
We gonna see. Next up,
I think we will. Joe,
Yeah, first time.
Seems like you're a little higher on them than I am. So I definitely think we're gonna have a different outlook on this team.
okay. I mean, well, do they actually play the Steelers? Because if you've been keeping up with the show, you know my Excel messed me up on a few of these.
Yes. Yes.
All right. I got them winning that one in Pittsburgh.
No, they're at home.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I got the team now. It's gonna tell me where they at. All right. Out the way they win.
You look at Javon. W for the Raiders.
Man, that's like a million.
We are all in agreement. I think the Raiders also win that game.
4-game win streak.
I don't know about all that.
Got a lot of belief right now.
I got 3 out of the last 4. I don't know about 4-game win streak.
They win in LA when they go play the Rams.
Dub.
L.
Ew.
Dub.
Oh, this gonna be good.
They coming in hot. Shout out to Emilio.
All right, so when they go back home and they gotta play the goat or the baby goat,
L.
I got them winning that game.
I'm not. You know they won last year. You promised divisional game, but give me that L for them. Sorry, Raiders. Your win streak is over. It's gonna be a high anticipated game. They're gonna be on the win streak, and the Chiefs gonna roll up right in there. Well, yeah, in LA and get that dub. You got an L, Dave?
For the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
L.
Hold on. What you got?
Against the Chiefs, I got them losing that game.
Against the Chiefs. Okay. And you got a W, Tom, all right?
Yep.
But you think Mahomes gonna lose to them too?
Hey, look, man. I know what you said about the Chiefs on the last episode, but they can't win every game, Joe. That's all I'm saying. Now, when they play the Bengals, they lose that one because they're gonna be riding that high off of beating Mahomes and them, and I think they lose to Burrow.
I think they win that game.
So if the Raiders win, before you answer, Joe, so if the Raiders beat the Bengals, right? Does that make them a threat to beat the Chiefs? Because I said they beat the Chiefs.
You might be on something because I got a W.
Okay, Joe, we agree on that one at least.
Yes, sir. Raiders looking good right now.
Oh, they're gonna look good because they're going into their bye week. So coming out of that bye week, I'm gonna just look at the ESPN one. They play Miami in Miami.
Loss.
Win.
Just win, baby, win.
I say it's a loss. It's hard playing them in that sun, and then they wear them white uniforms.
But they first off the bye week.
Dolphins be cheating, so
they do though.
Are you talking about having them sit on the other side of the sun? Yeah.
I don't know if Tua gonna have the time to get the ball out.
Sure, Deputy Chase 911 isn't top 5, top 10, yes, for sure. Oh, you saying Devontae Adams is not top 5?
Oh, he just went ham on Devontae Adams.
Yeah, he just came out of the cut and go ahead.
My man said, "What about the notion? Great wide receivers
on
like
now.
average QB shine. Minshew as QB shouldn't be an excuse for production." Yo,
Hey, look, Amon say, look, I like the kid, but he's in a great system. Ben Johnson, we dialing stuff up. They got one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. I'm not gonna do that. You put Devontae Adams over there, curtains.
with Jared Goff.
Yeah, with Ben Johnson, yes.
If you put Devontae Adams with the Lions, man, please, they win in the NFC.
I mean, it was almost a ladybug catch away.
Hey, ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me. All I know is we won that game.
You're right. You're right.
A lot of things happen. Like Bob with an interception. I mean, a lot of stuff happened that game.
Man, I ain't. Hey, that's say sometimes in the playoffs you just need a little bit of luck and preparation. It just happens. But I think they get lucky when they play the Broncos at home though.
We better get a debate in the comments.
Yep, they win.
So this is Broncos.
Yep.
I think they lose.
I got a W.
Okay. Now,
yeah.
What they gonna do, Joe? They playing the Chiefs.
L.
So to y'all, they get swept by the Chiefs.
Yeah, they get swept by the Chiefs.
Ooh, nah, I got them.
Look, they beat the Chiefs last year. Chiefs are high alert now. They on high alert. You know what I mean?
They on Chiefs are on high alert, and they got a motivated Patrick Mahomes.
Let me tell you something real quick. Last time they beat the Chiefs before last year, remember they did a lap around the whole stadium? What they do next year? Sweep. When Antonio Pierce say it wasn't a shot, but you know, winners find a way. Oh, we got the Mahomes rules. Oh, you do? Okay. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something.
Mahomes might throw 4 touchdowns that game.
I mean, it's in Kansas City. I got them losing that one because it's in Kansas City. I don't know. It depends if Kermit the Frog shows up.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
you over there cooking?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. Here we go. W.
He said W.
Something wrong. Oh, no, L. I had an L. My bad. Okay, I'm about to say I'm tripping. You got L too, right? Dave L.
Yeah. I think we all. Yeah.
I ain't there. You on 3-game losing streak with them?
Yep.
Do they bounce back against the Bucks?
No.
L. I got an L too.
I got them losing too.
That's the one thing we agree on outside of the Chiefs.
Now, this team is drastically upgraded since we've done our panel.
I had this as an L before. I'm definitely not changing it now. They just signed Justin Simmons and they got Matt Judon. Their defense just got better. Whew. I don't think the Raiders win that game.
Give me the W.
Yeah.
W too.
Falcons losing on the panel, so yeah, I got the Raiders winning.
And they got Matt Judon and Simmons. Woo!
You know, that's the thing about doing sports shows during the preseason. You know what I mean? Like things change just like that.
Exactly.
But hey, you know what? They played Jacksonville, and they beat Jacksonville.
W.
Oh yeah. Also, Sean Delani. That's a Monday night game against the Falcons.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's a W.
I got a W too against the Jaguars.
But Joe, remember what I said Monday night? Kirk Cousins is 3-1 in his last 4 games on Monday night. So I want people to stop saying that he's not good on Monday night. That loss was against the Eagles 4 seasons ago.
And the wins was against y'all. It was against y'all, but he played 2 bad teams. But hey,
all I'm saying is that stigma about him not being good on Monday night is false now.
It won't be. It won't be. They play the Raiders.
Oh no, they got an L as Raiders.
No. Oh no, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
with you, Joe. Yeah, we agreeing. No,
yeah, we did agree, right?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
hold on. Jaguars. I got a W. Which I got?
W.
Oh, we all got W.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for the segment when they say is Trevor Lawrence worth the money. I'm just waiting for that segment about week 4 or 5. I'm just waiting.
They better be asking that by this time.
They definitely will be, but I mean, we gonna see.
Saints, I doubt it. He not Lamar Jackson. I doubt they ask that.
You are correct there. What about the Saints?
L.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna lose to the Saints. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They win that game.
W. Yeah.
I got them winning.
Gonna win.
Then they got to close it out with the
W.
Chargers.
I think they won that last game.
I
think
got
they
an
lose.
L.
I got them losing.
Yeah, I got them losing the last 2 games of the season. So I got them going 11-6, making the playoffs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I got them going. I got the total opposite of that. I got them going 6-11.
Dang!
I got them 9-8.
I told you. We got like literally Tomo the right the average right in the middle. They is low on them and I'm high on them.
You got them making the playoffs.
I got them
Yeah,
making the
Joe
playoffs.
said they got.
Yeah.
Joe said they made the playoffs. I don't have that.
I got them
can't
making
wait
the playoffs.
we come together and talk.
I don't. I'm not saying it can't happen. Look, like Joe said, the Colts were that close to getting to the playoffs last year with Gardner Minshew. It could definitely happen. I just don't see it right now.
And maybe Aiden. I don't know. We don't know. It might be Aiden. They may can still make a trade. You know, Trey Lance. All right.
No. Keep Gardner Minshew. Leave Trey Lance where he at.
He might be a Viking, but I'll talk about that in my last word. Now, since we're talking about Vegas, we've been doing bold predictions. What's the best place to go to make a bold prediction and possibly win? You know, let's cash. The bets are in.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Especially when you lose on Monday night. Let's talk about some of these bold predictions, man. I know I got a Raiders fan over there saying they might win the Super Bowl, but I ain't going that far. My man is not playing.
I know, right?
Hey, shout out to you, man. If Tyreek was with Minshew, will his production decrease or increase? Oh, he got some good questions.
Look at Tyreek Hill numbers when Tua's not in the game.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say. Look at Miami Dolphins' record without Tua in the game.
As for the Dolphins, you have to score. 20 points isn't going to cut it. No matter how good of a defense you play, you have to score.
That's not true. The Dolphins, towards the back end of the season, they've been different. Now in Miami, yeah, but we saw the Titans. Didn't the Titans beat them on no score game when they came all the way back on the Titans? And I gotta look at their schedule. But the Dolphins tricky. They can blow you out, and then they have these games when you can't even recognize the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
I think you talking about last year, right? Basically, their notion was that they couldn't be a winning team.
Just
That's
like yeah.
But they beat the Titans. They lost to the Titans too. Yeah, they lost to the Titans.
They beat us. So
they beat the Cowboys.
And they destroyed us.
And they got spanked by
Lamar. It was 28-27. Yeah. But they be weird. Like they lost to Buffalo 21-14. 56.
48-20 to Buffalo.
They beat the Raiders last year 20-13. At home.
All right. Hold on. Let's get back. See, we're not doing this today. Bold predictions. Bold predictions. Yeah. As soon as we start talking about stuff that's similar to that team down in Texas, let's bold predictions. All right.
I'll go first.
All right.
My bold prediction for the Raiders, obviously, number one, they're gonna make the playoffs. I think that's pretty bold.
Very bold.
And number two, they will have the number one defense because they will, they earlier when you said I forgot what team you talking about. You said somebody defense. I forgot what the Browns defense was both of you. I'm like, I'm worried about the Raiders defense because I think they're gonna be the number one defense in the NFL this year. That's my bold prediction. Number one defense.
I don't like that one because mine was defense will finish in the top 5 with points allowed. So that means they're gonna be somewhere in the top 1 or 2 as far as being defenses.
Oh yeah,
I'm not mad at them being top 5. Definitely not mad at that. But
not number 1.
I said I was going to talk about this player earlier, but Colton Miller, I believe he becomes an All-Pro this year.
Ooh,
All-Pro offensive lineman. I believe they have 2,000-yard receivers because I think Jacoby Myers is going to over 1,000 yards this year along with Devontae Adams. And I'm predicting that Brock Bowers will break the receiving tight end record this year.
How was AJ?
It's almost 1,100 yards, 1,076.
It was 3 over 1,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they won 11 games.
They definitely make the playoffs. They do that.
That's 11 wins out here right there. Welcome to existence.
Okay. You talking about the Texans? Okay. All right. I heard about a phone call. That's all. Well, I mean, for the Raiders fans that joined us, man, make sure y'all come back because it's a great platform to be a part of. You know, we address you in the comments and everything. Not all YouTube shows gonna do that. And if you want to be a part of these Instagram chats, because we take the conversation from YouTube and Facebook to Instagram where we got the chats. So just comment member, and we can add you to the conversation. Especially my guy that said Devontae ain't top 5. I know a lot of people can't wait to hear you say that one.
Yeah, you definitely got to come up in the chat for that because
Yeah.
that's we got to hear more information on that.
Yeah. You already had the Joe was ready. You was like, well, talk about when he was here.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
We talking about that crazy helmet they be wearing. But let's get to these last words, fellas. You know, it's been a minute since we had a few more moments before the show was over because these segments be so entertaining. Let's get to these last words.
So my last word, shout out to the whole Refuse to Lose network. We have a lot of shows coming up today. If you click the link in the description, we have other shows under the brand, Refuse to Lose brand. And we got CTC, Carl Tucker College, at 9 p.m. at Eastern time, right after us. Then he should be done in like 20 minutes. And then we have RBO, Real Ballers Only, with Vaughn featuring Blaze and Devin. So they're going to be talking about the Olympics roster, and they're going to compare it to the Kobe Olympic team in 08 and 92 Dream Team. So that's going to be a good one.
Oh, I'm going to be tuned in. I'm going to be at work, but I'm going to be tuned in. I tell you that. I'm going to find a spot and just like, hold up, what's going on here?
All right, Carl CTC is going live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And Carl, what's your boy name again? Put it in the comment section. He's talking about Michigan State football team. So Tomo will love that episode. And at 11 p.m. Eastern time, we got Kings Talk because the schedule just came out. So I want to talk about the schedule. So if you're a Kings fan, definitely. So yeah, man, we got a plethora of shows. Shout out to my boy AJ. We have a new show called Unfazed that will be debuting August 27th. It's a Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure y'all tune into that. Commander fan versus the Eagle fan. Kings fan versus the Laker fan. And shout out to the whole R2L family. The chat's been crazy the last few days. Shout out to my boy Decorius. Shout out to Carl. Shout out to me, Carl, and Dave for that conversation from earlier. A lot of heated debates. And shout out to everybody in the comment section. We appreciate y'all. Like Tomo said, if you're new to us, just click the first link in the description. Whoa, don't do that. Type member in the comment section. But how we found them though? Through YouTube.
So this we
put member in the comment section. After you put member, put your IG name so we can find you on IG. Then
there you go.
Send you the link on Instagram. That way you can become a member and we'll add you to the chat that you want to be in.
There it is.
For the folks who don't want to put their IG name on YouTube like that, because you know they may have said something crazy and people run down on them, follow us on Instagram. Refuse to Lose Sports.
There it is. Do
You
that.
can do that too.
And these chats, we have sports debates. We have a chat for every sport. And we do NFL season and NFL chat, man, around this time. Crazy. That's all I gotta say. All right.
The moral of the story is there's no way that you can't become a member because we gave you like several different avenues. You know what I'm saying? And hit the subscribe button. I mean, we didn't give y'all a whole tutorial. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Hit that like button too.
That's all I'm saying.
Last words from me. BA just signed a contract. Please.
I thought you said he did.
Let's just sign a contract, please. I hear that y'all are close to a deal. Y'all pretty much have everything that it needs to be settled. You just need to sign. Steelers Insider is basically saying that you're not going to Pittsburgh, so that means you're staying. So just sign a contract, please. John, if you want to give him another year, give him another year. I don't care. Sign the man, and then go sign Trent Williams. What you do that for? You must be doing that for yourself because you don't know if y'all gonna sign a CD or not. At least we know.
There's no urgency. There's no urgency. Like
hey, you heard what Jerry said.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's a high school breakup. Jerry saying no urgency, but yet going on Instagram saying I miss you. Which one is it?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, shout out to everybody in the network. Also, shout out to my boy Lamar. My very first episode for my new podcast will be Monday.
Okay.
So,
let's get it.
Tune into that. Monday, more than likely 9 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. So
Let's get it.
let's get it.
All right. So since we shouting out everybody, let's shout out these superstar members because you know these members keep this thing going. So shout out to my boy Worm. I heard we had a conversation, you know, but we really want to say a big shout out to you, man, for working behind the scenes and setting up. I ain't gonna say too much, but setting that up because I want to make sure we do an official announcement. But shout out to you for setting that up.
Our superstar members will find out.
Yep. And shout out to, of course, the big three. The big three. That's us right here. The little cartoon at the top. If you can't really see it, zoom in. That's us. Joe, Dave, Tomo, Teddy, Cardo, Coach Coombs, Vaughn, Lamar, Giovanni. And hey, we got some new people, man. We branching out, fellas. So shout out to y'all if y'all become a member. But shout out to y'all for even being here and participating in part of the conversation. So thanks. And I want to answer my man question before I really get out of here.
Okay.
You know, let me find that super chat.
Shout out to Carter.
Shout out to Carter with the 199. And you say, am I thinking running back or a DN? Well, I'm also thinking running back at this point because I really don't think Zeke is going to make the team. And Worm, you could take that for what you think is going to be. I really don't think so. That's what I'm going with, running back. I don't know who, though.
Dang. Okay. I was shocked.
My bold prediction. I'm giving y'all early bold prediction.
Yeah. All right, then. All right, y'all. So, look, that's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all tomorrow at the next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.